presented by Hyundai. Tonight, the Cavs take aim.
Democratic Republic of Congo, number 18.
Your Cavaliers are led by head coach.
You have to realize, you hear all that, because every team has to go through this at some point, and how you handle it is absolutely critical, especially with only 10 games to go.
The Cavaliers are back in the friendly confines of Rocket Arena for the first time in 2 weeks as Chris Paul's John Michael Brad. No injuries. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight as the Cavaliers are in their City Edition uniforms. Darius Garland quarterbacks this offensive set. He'll play through Allen. Mitchell wants it. Mitchell gets it. Donovan Mitchell halfway down the lane. He'll float it up. Allen had it for a moment, but it was poked away by Harrison Barnes. And outstrides the rookie, Stephon Castle. Castle lays it inside for Biyombo. The Cavs are without Tyson and Jerome. Garland inside to Allen. That's it.
Yeah, a great opportunity to take advantage of Jared's skill set on that interior. Don't have a lot of rim protection with the San Antonio Spurs, so go at them. Make them guard Jared. Make him effective in that paint.
In fact, starting center Bismack Biyombo started this season out of the NBA. He was signed to a couple of 10 days to close the season. There's Biyombo inside. He tips it in to give the Spurs the first 4 points.
Yeah, when your starting center is Victor Wembanyama, you don't really need a lot to back that up. And with Wembanyama going out with his injury, they had to find someone to stick into that. And I was shocked to see Bismack. I talked to him before the game. Looks great, and great guy to stick in that in the middle.
To his credit, he's been around a long time, kept himself in terrific shape to be ready for this opportunity. As
Spurs have to do a better job of getting to him because Darius creates havoc once he crosses into that free throw line area.
D-Wade got the start as Evan Mobley is out of the lineup. You mentioned the injury to Victor Wembanyama. It has been a trying season in San Antonio for these Spurs. It was a little over a month ago as Biyombo takes the entry pass, feeds it back to Paul. That one's off to Castle. Castle puts it on the floor, gets inside. He'll finger roll. Again, in November, it was reported that the NBA's winningest coach, Greg Popovich, experienced a health issue. He had to step away from this team as Biyombo rebounds. A little over a month ago, Victor Wembanyama, it was announced he would miss the rest of the season with a blood clot as Spruce guides it over to Wade. The Cavaliers have the basketball down 6-0. And then in the meantime, the Spurs acquired De'Aaron Fox from Sacramento at the trade deadline. He now is out for the season as the Cavaliers have missed their first 6 shots. Vassell steps into a 3. Whoa.
Cutting screens, making sure you're communicating. Don't push the physical exertion. Try to be mentally sharp and make good, smart basketball plays. That'll help you tremendously.
And if it wasn't difficult enough, the Cavs tonight will head to Detroit to take on a hungry Piston team as Garland keeps it inbound, slings it back to Spruce. Spruce unloads a triple.
I like Jared Allen touching that basketball consistently on that offensive end. Just got to create a little bit of continuity where it makes the defense collapse and have to respect him. I love that play.
The 39-year-old Chris Paul is guarded by the 25-year-old Darius Garland. Stephon Castle's 3 doesn't go. It's tipped high into the air, batted again. Castle eventually retrieves it, and the Spurs reset. Castle inside, ran into Allen, fell down, saves it, but it comes to Allen, and back on the Cavs. They have numbers if they hurry. Spruce, does he have another? Wade had position, but Biyombo got there and knocked it away.
Great example right there. I want to see the Cavaliers be more aggressive on that defensive backboard, not allow anyone to have any opportunity to get the ball. I want to even
Harrison Barnes rattles in a 3. Barnes has played in every game each of the last 3 seasons. He's 32 years of age as Harrison as Mitchell goes to work. He's guarded here by Vassell. Got Vassell in the air, puts it up.
Donovan, I think if you keep attacking that 2-point area, trying to soften up that defense to the best ability, then you come back and shoot a 3 ball next time down the floor.
Mitchell got chopped by a hard Biyombo screen. Vassell looks to drive. He'll feed Barnes in the corner. Mitchell rebounds. Donovan struts into the forecourt. Tries to draw a foul, and he does.
The game.
That's a foul. Vassell in the NBA in the plus-minus department.
You say, hey, it's on me. Got to play better. Got to shoot better. Got to do better.
He's this season. His next one will be number 1,600 for his 8-year career. Here's Castle, meanwhile, after the free throw. He finds Chris Paul. Paul drops it back to Barnes. Barnes down the alley, stops Banks and misses. Biyombo's been active. He got his hand on it. However, it comes eventually to the Cavaliers' Darius Garland. Garland, what a move there on Paul. He had it knocked away.
Conflicted out there and running around on this North Carolina blue court. That was beautiful Tar Heel blue jerseys. Oh, my goodness. Man,
These are some good ones this year.
good looking, man. This ought to be our permanent jersey. Home and road.
DeAndre Hunter has checked in. Castle fires a contested three. Credit Darius Garland for getting out there in a hurry. Usually it's Hunter and the Cavaliers tied Jerome who check in together first off the bench as Biombo.
6'9", he's going to go up and try his best to block every shot, so got to go at him.
Allen works on, Bismarck Biombo. It looked like he got fouled. The Spurs come the other way. Castle on a run. He'll put it up and miss the shot as Merrill stayed with him step for step. Out comes Hunter. Hunter slows, feeds Merrill. Merrill's shooting numbers really skyrocketed recently as Hunter's three is perfect. Here in the East as meanwhile we're back underway. We approach the midway point of the first quarter. Chris Paul wheels one over to Biombo. Now it's Vassell. Vassell, if you joined us late, picked up 2 early fouls. He looks for an opening here as he gets fouled now. As for this word from House and Jewelers in this building, which has been rocking all season long. And then back home for a matinee Sunday against the surging Clippers as Garland goes to the baseline off the Spruce, back to Hunter. Hunter slashes, banks, and scores. 5 quick points off the Cavalier bench.
Yeah, he's being aggressive on that offensive end, too. Nice dribble drive there. You know, he is the type of guy, he is always looking. He's very ferocious on that offensive end. Talking about Hunter, nice play.
Chris Paul misfires. That was well defended by Sam Merrill as Keldon Johnson and Julian Champagnie have checked in for the visitors. Garland inside is through.
Darius Garland comes off of a pick right there by Jared Allen, and it's a drag play. And if you're defensively looking at that, you're trying to trap that basketball. Meanwhile, you know, Spruce is making a nice.
Vassell hits a nice jumper. He's coming off 3 straight 20-point games is Devin Vassell. Garland uncorks a 3. It's rebounded by Keldon Johnson. Johnson was the Spurs scoring leader for 2 straight seasons. He's come off the bench this year for Mitch Johnson as Vassell again can 17-15. Spruce. He'll veer off an Allen screen, get to the foul line, and get his pocket picked by Biombo. Champagnie lines up a 3. The Spurs, like the Cavs, shoot a load of triples. The Cavs shoot the 4th most, the Spurs the 6th most. Another Cavalier turnover. It comes right to Vassell. Vassell.
Basketball team, but very athletic, young team, you know, except for old man Chris Paul, who happens to be one of the best to ever do it. So
Johnson still shaking off the cobwebs back behind the play.
Oh, that was a nice post up by Hunter, turned around nice and strong, elbows in the appropriate position, got a good shot.
Vassell that time as Jeremy Sohan has checked in for the Spurs. Hunter missed that time. It's rebounded by Vassell. Get our first look at Jeremy Sohan for the Spurs, as well as Blake Wesley, the Notre Dame product. Sohan's pass almost ended up out of bounds, but it's saved by Champagnie. Champagnie looks the knife in on Wade. Wade stayed right with him. The loose ball is eventually grabbed by Donovan Mitchell as Mitchell and Wade have returned. Isaac Okoro checks in for the first time as Mitchell slashes and
Clock's not moving.
Boy, he has stuck to that all season long. Way to connect to his players during the offseason. And boy, he's done a lot of the right things here this year as Keldon Johnson twirls inside as bank shot does 21-19 lead.
Yeah, to your point, Kenny Atkinson has just been a taskmaster of making sure his guys get everything they need to be successful, whether it's rest or reps or coaching. He has been absolutely remarkable.
Feeling, Brad, when that acquisition was made that Javonte's going to make an impact here, and he already has down the stretch. Played some nice minutes for this team as Okoro drives, banks, and scores. That's a rush to the rim.
Yeah, Green is just so explosive and athletic. He brings a different element to the team when he's on the floor with his athleticism. Isaac Okoro uses the big shoulders to turn and create about 3 feet of extra space for a nice layup.
Champagnie's 3 doesn't go. Kenny Atkinson has been prone to mixing in some zone. We saw it that last time. Down Mitchell. Hey! Not
looking to scrub off people and set picks and create space. This zone, you're guarding about a 10-foot area. It makes shot selection very difficult.
Sohan. Sohan had an answer from the corner as Mitchell goes to work again, dancing on Champagny. What a pass there to Okoro in the corner, who pockets the three.
Yeah, taking advantage of his dribble drive technique, and he just absolutely broke down the defender. Defender was backpedaling, created about 10 foot of space. He threw a bullet to the corner. Nice play.
Sohan can't penetrate. Wade was there. We've seen a number of strong individual defensive efforts in this first quarter.
And that's what it's going to take, John, as we go deeper into the season. It's about who can you stop your guy. I don't want to help you. I want you to stay
right into Wade's breadbasket, and the Cavaliers have taken this 6-point lead. Final minute, first quarter. Remember, the Cavs spotted the Spurs the first 8 points of this ball game. Vassell, he'll look to penetrate. He got stymied. Mitchell was there. Okoro comes up with it. Okoro rumbles all the way. Missed it. Green's there for the follow, but it doesn't go.
What a great defense by the Cavaliers, led by Donovan Mitchell. He's in every play, it seems like. Great opportunity. I love capturing that basketball for an opportunity.
Keldon Johnson says, let's slow things down. Work for a good shot here. Johnson gets picked up by Merrill, who extends the defense. Johnson looks to penetrate. Nothing doing there. Again, he gets a putback, but off we go here in the second. Thank you, Serena. Thank you, AC. Mitchell, Okoro, Merrill, Green, and Tristan Thompson start this second quarter. Merrill is to turn the corner on Sohan. Sohan, however, recovered and made the block. Oh, and a play there by Green as he tracked down Johnson. Johnson had no idea, and Javante just took it away. Merrill got fouled from behind by Blake Wesley. Precisely what you talked about at the top of the telecast. What an athlete Green is.
Oh, man. He can get up, man. He's got a 40-inch vertical. I want to get a couple breakaway dunks.
Merrill for three.
Better every game, and he's made some big threes over the last 2 months. Going to need that shot from Sam Merrill come April.
Cavaliers have scored the last 9 points, all via the three-point shot. Sohan didn't want the three. He'll give it to Wesley instead. Like Wesley.
Sohan, he didn't bite. He stayed on the floor and made him pass that ball back out for a tougher shot, even though they made it.
Okoro found a play. Mitchell has had a dandy of a couple of passes here in this first half. Castle, he'll find Johnson. Johnson looks to penetrate on Green, nothing doing. Castle for Sohan, who missed the dunk. Back it comes for a Keldon Johnson three off the back iron. Third chance here for the Spurs.
Yeah, he gets that dunk opportunity because you're watching the basketball if you're a defender. Don't watch the basketball. Pay attention to where your guys at.
Here, fourth pick out of the most recent draft out of you. Zachary Richichet and Alex Sarr in the discussion in Atlanta and Washington. Some people like Memphis' Jalen Wells and Zach Edey, but as Mitchell fires a three, it looks like Castle's the favorite right now.
Yeah, I've watched him this season, and he shocked me with some athletic plays, man. He is so explosive. I think he's the guy, but Richichet and Sarr, those guys have played fantastic as well.
Green goes all the way, but sees that drop off the rim. A long lead pass to Castle. Castle the last time down. Could not hit as Tristan Thompson was there. Thompson's there again. That's tipped by the active Javante Green. Opening minute, second quarter. Cavaliers by 5. Johnson wheels one inside. Wesley deals down to Sohan. Sohan has it knocked away by Thompson. Clay Thompson was in the right spot. Boy, credit Tristan. He has kept himself ready all season. His last meaningful minutes came in that previous home game against Orlando. So no meaningful minutes the whole road trip. He comes back out here and he's made an impact in this second quarter.
Yeah, you know, Tristan works hard, keeps himself in good shape. Western pass. Oh, wow.
Let's set up the play.
No look pass from Donovan Mitchell, and now Okoro showing off the hops.
Mitchell, long lead pass to Merrill, who leaks out. He's done as being part of the San Antonio organization. It's really been fun to watch from a distance.
I met that young man during that ceremony and talked to him a little bit. I was absolutely blown away. Such an impressive young man. I had no idea he had this coaching acumen as well. He is well on his way after being in that Popovich lineage and tree to being a head coach someday in this league.
Castle can't hit. Remember, too, Brett Brown is on that San Antonio bench. I mean, he spent 7 seasons as the head coach of the 76ers, and it's Mitch Johnson who was tapped to fill in for Greg Popovich as Hunter floated to be a long-term thing this season. And again, more credit belongs to Mitch Johnson that they had the confidence in Mitch to go with him this season.
I agree, and we hope Coach Popovich the best.
Yeah,
one of all-time great, not only great basketball coach, he's a great human being.
The Spurs, as Hunter has it knocked away. It pinballs up into the air. Champagne's pass for Castle was 2 lines. The Cavalier lead is 11. Mitchell, Thompson, Merrill, Hunter, and Okoro. And what a move by Donovan.
The opposite side doesn't help at all.
In Seattle and won a title with the Sonics. The Cavs the Cavs in the 19th round with the 238th pick took Alan Waller as Barnes lost the ball. Alan Waller out of St. Mary of the Plains College. The Cavs picked him up at 238. And Mitchell fires a great. May not surprise you that Alan Waller did not appear in the NBA.
Yeah, 239,000.
238.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough.
19th round.
That's a long road. That's a long shot.
Champagny for 3. Have this 46-33 lead as we approach the midway point of the second quarter. How about that in 70 as Donovan Mitchell, he's had a strong first half. Here's Castle, Paul, Champagny, Barnes, and Mukalashvili. He is, wow. Mitchell reels in a one-armed rebound, and out comes Hunter. Back to Merrill, who's ready to shoot. Merrill's three does not go. Sam, by the way, since February 1st, the shot threes at 43%.
Wow. Yeah, been really effective shooting that basketball. We know what he can do. When he gets hot, gets a little confidence, he can change the game. Struggled shooting the back. He didn't struggle, just didn't shoot it very well, but boy, he played the defense like nobody's business and kind of became his calling card as the defensive end of the floor. And now the shooting's starting to come around the last 15, 20 games. Just all around, Max has been fantastic.
Hunter puts it on the floor. The ball ends up out of bounds. Paul, Vassell, Johnson, Champagny, and Barnes as Vassell's three is wide right and rebounded by Max Strus. Here's Garland. The Cavaliers enjoy this 10-point lead. Garland off to Strus. Strus finds Wade. Wade's wide open. Here's Paul, the 39-year-old finds Champagny. Paul's the third oldest player in the NBA. Johnson works toward the baseline. Trivia question for our folks, our Cavalier family. Who are the two older players? Here's your hint. One is easy, one is not. Here's Garland. 5 to go in the first half.
Two older players.
There are two older players in the league. Only two who are older than Chris Paul. Who are they? Here's Hunter. Hunter from the baseline.
We know LeBron.
Did I not put it? Did I say active in my question? Here's Champagny.
You know, it's got to be
LeBron is the oldest.
Yeah.
Who is number 2? He's only played 1 game this season. There's another hint. Paul thought about a three. Goes to Champagny, who floats it up. That's when this player recently moved from the Western Conference to the East. Garland stops, floats. That's rebounded by Champagny.
No idea.
Johnson. He'll look to drive. Euro steps inside, dumps it back to Paul. Now Champagny puts it on the floor. This player now is a New York Knick. Johnson has appeared in 1 game.
Yeah.
You had it all the way.
I was coming. Yep, that was my next guess.
Garland. The Cavalier lead is 7. Tries to go over the top to Wade. The Cavs have struggled here offensively the last few minutes. Hunter has to hurry. The shot clock shows 2. DeAndre forces up a 3, and it's not going to make it. First game of a back-to-back that culminates tomorrow against a Piston team that will have been idle since Tuesday. One that is in a dogfight for the 4, 5, and 6 spots in the East, and one that has lost all 3 times that the Cavs and Pistons have met. Vassell fires in 2. How the Cavs beat Detroit the last time we were there. It was a Garland buzzer beater that won the ball game.
Tomorrow night's going to be a brawl. I do think so. Cavs played very well.
Long time in Detroit about that basketball team.
Should be. Done a remarkable job.
3 to go here in this first half. Cavalier lead is 5 as Garland gets bumped.
You got to be going to the basket, being aggressive, getting fouls, just like that. That's perfect.
Lead. Chris Paul for 3. Chris Paul's shot profile has changed as his career has continued. That mid-range jumper does not go. Guy's not going to be driving.
No,
Brad is
more of a set shot
yeah.
too than anything.
Only 4.5% of his shots come in the restricted area this season. As Paul gets called for
Better philanthropist and human being, and known him a long, long time. And just done a remarkable job. He'll keep playing as long as he can. I tell you, he keeps himself in good shape, and you always can use a smart point guard.
this season. He became as Sohan at the rim. He does. Paul, 70 games of the season. Closest was Dirk Nowitzki back in 17-18. Played in the Mavs first 69.
Wow.
Here's Hunter. Hunter against his body. Can't get the roll. Allen's there at a back. Only once since turning 30. Keldon Johnson.
That defensive front, I mean, you got to dig in. You got to be a little nastier out there. You don't give up dribble drives. If anything, give up a hard foul. Don't make it easy.
Garland's floater gives the Cavaliers this 50-45 lead. It's Garland's first points of this first half. Vassell got cut off at the pass. Garland had his hand in there. He'll poke it into the backcourt. Castle tracks it down. Von Castle in toward Allen. Missed the shot as Von had that hesitation move. I think he was surprised with how well Allen stayed with him on the back pedal.
Yeah, he wasn't able to go up and over Allen with his athletic ability, and Jerry did a good job of shutting down that shot.
Mitchell picked up by Paul, trying to dance on Paul, and Paul picks up the steal. He's number 2 all time in the NBA in terms of steals, as Sohan lays it in. First quarter, 6 in the second. Undoubtedly, that was discussed at the break.
Yeah, I just had a tough time sustaining the energy during that first half, so got to deep down, got to dig deep and find those reserves.
Max Strus went 4 for 3 and 3 to open the second and give the Cavaliers this 57-49 lead. John Michael, Brad Doherty, and Serena Winters. Great to be back home again after tonight. Only 9 games remain in the regular season. The next one is tomorrow in Detroit against a well-rested Mock beyond minute third quarter. Mitchell inside to Allen. Allen lays it in with that basketball here tonight. Castle leaks out and throws it down. Mitchell bounces to Allen again.
In that first half, what you see those as a product of?
Yeah, they're really shifting defensively, so they're smaller on that defensive end so that to stop us from getting in the paint. They're just really in the gaps, really shifting, really swiping, trying to create some steals.
That all comes through just energy. I mean, you lose a little bit of energy, and then you lose the physicality. You lose your ability to have an edge. And you saw what Donovan got going and got smoking, man. It just changed the complexion of the ball game. So, got to get everyone to step up, be smart, stop their dribble drives to the best ability.
Wade for 3. Donovan Mitchell, by the way, has already dished out 10 assists as Garland steps behind the line. Wade's there, third chance. He got pushed by Paul, but he'll save it to Garland. Garland bounces to Allen. Oh, brother, who got Biyombo 3%. And as we pause for Allen leads the entire NBA in field goal percentage and a crisp 70 as he has given the Cavaliers the 63-56 edge. These teams start the second half the way they started the ball game. No surprise. Biyombo hands off to Castle. Castle can't get loose. Barnes fought about a 3. Mitchell closed out on him. Harrison Barnes down the alley. He banks his first 2 Golden State teams and went up against the Cavs in the final. Sorry, Brett. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. I was going to say you got to get some help on Barnes if he's going to drive that deep into the
Right here, we all know that third quarters have been a talking point for this team this season. We'll see if they can live up to the challenge.
Cavs 63, Spurs 58. Allen almost with a steal. He nearly took it away from Biyombo. Paul, watched carefully by Strus, steps back for a 3. In the first half, he gets his first shot of this third quarter as Garland, through traffic, finds an open Wade. Wade has not had his best stuff from long range here this evening as Castle slows at the elbow, dumps back to Vassell. Vassell feeds all the way back to Chris Paul, who steps into a long 3. It's rebounded eventually by Donovan Mitchell. And that transition take foul as Mitchell's 3 is good. Cavaliers.
He's been absolutely in alpha leadership mode tonight. He's doing it all, trying to set the tone for this Cavaliers team.
Castle's pass for Biyombo is too tall. Biyombo, however, makes the catch, tries to clear himself. He's done. Biyombo turns that Cavalier lead to 66-63. Mitchell weaves his way inside. He gets his own rebound. Second one's deep, tipped by Allen, batted by Mitchell, grabbed by Strus. And the Cavs have a fresh 14 with which to work. Garland gets 2 feet in the paint. Biyombo is there to alter the shot as Castle plucks it free. Castle's on the run. Almost dragged that back within 1.
2 plays ago with Biyombo, you just want to trap him. Don't let him move that pivot foot at all.
An economical 6 of 7 here tonight for 15 points. Sell with a drifting 3. Barnes got spilled. He ended up on his wallet. Bruce almost lost it. We mentioned ball over since the first quarter. They've also won the battle on the offensive glass by 3 so far. Allen takes the Garland feed, twists it back to Hunter. Sell rebounds. Barnes is on the run. Now Castle got bumped and fouled. Aaron Fox, who's been added 5. Their road record is 28-9.
Been a remarkable season, John. It's been a lot of fun to be on this ride. Let's hope we
season sweep. They can finish the season with as many as 18 with a pair of wins over these Spurs. They need 2 wins against the Knicks and victories over the Pistons and also the Bulls. That would complete a couple of sweeps as Spurs can't handle the Allen feed. Garland on the hop, steps back. Hunter's there on the offensive glass. He gets tangled. Well, Biyombo and Hunter mistimed it at UConn, where he won a national title and was the Big East Freshman of the Year. All right, here's Garland, meanwhile. He'll work off an Allen screen. Oh, what a catch by Allen as Allen takes his time down the lane.
Yeah, that pass had some heat on it. Jerry shows those great hands capturing that basketball, slamming that baby home.
Barnes works on a shorter Merrill, back to Vassell. Vassell hits the Vassell on those 3.
Yeah, the ball is released about 3 feet out in front of him, but it's a good-looking ball that turns end over end.
Barnes on the run, lays it in. 17 in 2018. Barnes is shooting a career high from 3-point range this season. Is 13th in the NBA. Spent the last 5.5 seasons in Sacramento. Garland stops and fires over Wesley. He knocks it, 22 lead.
Stepped right into that little pocket, John, with a nice screen. Got a good shot. Cavs get some good looks at it. Got to make some baskets. That's a big one.
Ball lobs and finds Barnes. Barnes this time is down there with Garland. Wesley's open. He got run off the line. He'll drive and dish. That's picked off by Garland. Whoa, Garland stumbles, keeps his dribble, slings it to Merrill. Merrill couldn't get it to go as he got avalanched by Biyombo. Paul works on Hunter. Hunter stays down. Vassell, that's no good. He's 72. 5:05 to go here in the third quarter as Vassell shuffles. Nobody around here is going to feel sorry for us. We just have to work that much harder, and this club has. As Merrill opens up off the Mitchell feed, rebounded by Sohan. Mitchell, you mentioned, has dished out 10 big assists here so far tonight. His Cavaliers protect this 2-point lead. Vassell got cut off by Okoro and Merrill. He'll loop it back to Paul. Paul works on Dean Wade. A long 2 is no good as Wade held his ground. Paul couldn't shed Dean. Here's Dean in the corner now. He'll send it back to Hunter. Hunter slashes, lays it up. He missed it.
Boy, he had a good move there. Had the smaller Paul on him. He was so anxious to go. Went a little faster than the shot could actually.
Vassell will find Sohan. Vassell goes and gets it back. He's picked up by Wade. Wade stays in front of Vassell. Tough shot. That's tipped and grabbed eventually by Okoro. So back-to-back individual stops by Dean Wade. And out come the Cavs with 4 to go here in the third.
That's the thing Dean does really well. His size, 6'8", he moves his feet extremely well, especially laterally. Very difficult to go by.
Mitchell, how about that moving?
That's just a lot of will and want to by Donovan Mitchell. I like the penetration, not settling for the jump shots. Be aggressive, get to the front of the goal.
Donovan has a team-high 20 points to go with those 10 helpers. Keldon Johnson, long range. Tipped by Wade, grabbed by Wade. Cavs have strung together a couple of stops here. Hunter on the bounce, floats it up, and
Part of the game, the guys will settle for that shot.
prizes at Cavs.com. What about Mitchell? And on a night when offense has been difficult to come by, Donovan not only is filling it up scoring-wise, but he's getting his teammates involved and getting them easy baskets.
Yeah, I've been more impressed with his assists than I have his scoring. He has absolutely got everyone involved when he has the basketball, and his energy, he's forcing people to focus on that offensive end.
Champagne is a terrific free throws at the Cavs defense had stiffened here in the third. Set to go again. Just over 3 minutes remain here in the third. The Cavalier lead is 2. Johnson got bumped by Mitchell. He'll lay it in. 7.
Yeah, you got to keep them out of that paint area, period. You got to do a better job defensively through the Cavs and let them penetrating. And they've done a good job up until then. Can't give this San Antonio team layup opportunities because they attack.
Sohan had it knocked away by the quick hands of DeAndre Hunter, and here Hunter comes. He'll slow down and wait for his teammates to arrive. Hunter now works on Wesley. Twist goes high off the.
After pretty hard there, he's a little frustrated with that call, and he should be. He was just trying to, play good defense, but it is what it is. But go right back, prove it on the court. Best way to do it.
12.6 rebounds. Johnson drives, misses. Champagne's there. We're tied again, this time at 79. Hunter inside, he lost it, through his legs it went. Okoro's there. That shot, however, does not go, and it's Sohan who squeezes the rebound.
Backs defend here, talk and help each other. Don't let that basketball get below that free throw line if you can help it. Trap that basketball, make it move, make them have to pass the ball. You don't want them to drive.
The cell ran, and the Spurs been
winning basketball keeps you from getting those lottery dynasty for years and years. Tim Duncan, best power forward ever, man. Just kept his mouth shut, did his job, went to work.
22 consecutive playoff seasons. Woo, just wild.
Wow.
Mitchell steps back. He does not get the roll. Rebounded by Johnson. 90 seconds to go here in this third. Spur lead is 81-79. Cassell stutter steps. Down the alley he goes. Wade stays right with him. Back to Johnson for a three. It's grabbed by Okoro. Okoro's strong play continues.
Yeah, another good job there on defensive box out. Not allowing that second shot.
What a pass. Mitchell finds Sam Merrill.
Huge assist night for Donovan, and we did every one of them to keep this offense flowing.
Donovan's career high, if you're wondering, is 13 in terms of assists. Vassell, tough shot from the elbow, defended by Merrill. Here's Okoro. He'll find Merrill. Merrill for three. Hey! Minutes for Max as we open up play in the fourth quarter. If you like trends, the Cavs have been good when leading after 3 this season. Johnson set the lineups for you in a moment as Johnson looks to penetrate. He'll float it up 2-1. He'll start with Castle, Champagnie, Sohan, and Mabukalashvili. As for the Cavs, it's Wade, Mitchell, Merrill, Okoro, and Tristan Thompson. Merrill missed it, and out of bounds it goes. If you're wondering, that this home game against Orlando was the lone time this season the Cavs have led after 3 and not won the game. Keldon Johnson looks to drive. He'll float and miss as Wade stayed there. It's tipped. And eventually back to Castle, who steps into a 3.
And Cavs are fighting for it. But you see what happens when you allow a team to have a couple different shots.
Half order. Mitchell to trigger. Thompson gives it back to Donovan. Mitchell has 22 points and 11 assists here this evening, looking for a 3, and it's
that screen and made the defender look over and take a peek, see if he was going to get side screened, and he shot it right when he looked away. And he's one of the few guys in the league that can do that consistently.
Castle finds Sohan, who's all by himself. He missed it. Grabbed, however, by Johnson. Another offensive rebound for San Antonio, number 14 here tonight. Castle burrows his way inside, blocked by Tristan Thompson from behind. Here's Mitchell. He escapes into the forecourt. Finds Okoro for 3. Tristan Thompson's there. Thompson, a big offensive rebound. Back it goes to Merrill. The pass was intended for Thompson over his head. Mabukalashvili up to Sohan. He missed it. Castle can't finish. Oh, my. Mitchell bothered by Champagnie. Cavs 89, Spurs 88. Sohan now picks up Mitchell. Mitchell on the bounce, feeds Merrill for three. Thompson heads down the runway and gets it over. That is Chris's fourth career ejection, his third as the Cavalier, as finally we are back underway. Paul feeds Champagnie. Champagnie, it looks no worse for the... Mitchell finds Merrill. Merrill with the open look.
And Sam just spotting up. Donovan, the defense has to collapse just a little bit because he can turn the corner so quickly. Sam just gets right into his peripheral vision, and that is a beautiful play.
Castle works on Merrill, deals to Sohan, who all in one motion puts it up. It's back down by Mutalashvili. Back to Champagnie. Champagnie ducks under Merrill and misses, but Sohan.
The paint in the basket about 8-10 feet away. They got to do a better job, the Cavs do, of forcing that ball away from the rim.
We have a foul called. Cavaliers 92. John Michael, Brad Doherty, and Serena Winters. Allen takes the feed, puts it up, and puts it in.
Guys in the middle, put some pressure on that defense, not settling. Come back to this end, talk.
Mutalashvili with a three that's no good. Castle's there, another offensive rebound. He gets fouled inside. Castle can't hit the free throw, and it remains a 3-point San Antonio lead. Garland pedals into the forecourt. Let's see if Darius can get something started here. Javonte Green has re-entered. Strus from the corner. He's got it, boy. Hayes is 7 of 8 from the field.
And watching the Spurs defensively, that's something they're going to give the Cavaliers. And those some shots, and then on the defensive end, we've got to stop that basketball from penetrating.
Garland bounces to Hunter. Strus is in the corner again. Hunter elects to put it on the floor. Gives to Allen. Allen shot puts it in.
Giving it to the big fella, Jared Allen. He's standing 4 feet in the basket, little jump hook over top.
Sohan bounces to Champagnie. Does he have another three? Not that time, as Hunter and Castle come together, and Hunter uses his position and pries it free. Strus now has his head up. 99 apiece. He'll give to Garland. Garland orchestrates again. He'll launch a three. Long rebound comes right back to him. Deals inside to Allen, who's wide open, and he gets Allen's first and roll. They have some excellent food in those concession
yes, they do.
stands here
I've hit them all.
Rocket Arena.
Yep.
Sampled a
Fantastic.
lot.
Yep.
Castle to the rim. Too easy.
Yep. After layup, Cavs got to figure out a way to stop that. We talked about it ad nauseum here for the last 10 minutes of really stopping that basketball from getting layup opportunities. So double team the ball if you have to.
Hunter out of the corner once a bend here over the last few minutes. Picked up the pace, picked up the intensity offensively. A three by Bullet. Eventually second all-time in the NBA in assists. He trails only John Stockton in assists and steals. Green to Strus. Strus got Vassell on a flyby. Back to Javonte Green. He nails it.
Now, when that basketball goes below the free throw line, you got to leave your man, go help. Then somebody picks up your man to help you. You got to play on a chain.
We passed the midway point of this fourth quarter. Paul misses. Allen boxes out Sohan. Allen knew Paul wanted to dish that basketball, and he stayed back with his man. Made Paul make a decision, and it works out.
That's right. Didn't go anywhere, made sure he could box out.
Allen again.
They've got nothing for him. He gives up. They give up so much size, and Jared is just so dynamic on that offensive end, especially on that post area.
Castle tries to take it to the basket. He can't do it. Sohan launches a three that never had a chance. That's rebounded by Green. Jared Allen, by the way, don't look now, has 19 points, and he's grabbed 10 rebounds. He's 8 of 9 from the field. Strus is open inside. He'll find Hunter for three. Great play by Javonte Green. He knocked it away from Paul. Strus. Allen's there. He hammers it. Meanwhile, we are back underway. Chris Paul and the Spurs trail 109-104. Harrison Barnes is leaned upon by Jared Allen. Castle's the cutter. Castle puts it up. He missed the shot as Hunter held his ground. Jared Allen had 2 points at the half. He scored 8 points in the third quarter. He has 11 here with a lead.
Yeah, they did it on the defensive end with good defense, solid talk, solid communication, and then Hunter in transition. Just good awareness, taking that basketball. No one's going to stop his dribble. Keep it going to the basket.
Vassell It's a three. Lane, he stymied the original penetration, but off it went to Vassell for the three. Vassell now has 19. Allen's inside. He's watched by...
Keep going to that well until it runs dry. Let that number 31, Jared Allen, touch that basketball every time down.
We have another foul.
The elbow on the bench. They got no one that can deal with Jared Allen, and he has just dominated them.
Castle elevates for the rebound. Cavalier lead is 5. Paul carts it into the forecourt, dumps it off for Vassell. Vassell's picked up by Allen on the switch. He'll lean into a three and hit another 2. Spurs just don't go away. That's how they played for Mitch Johnson all season as Mitchell feeds Garland. Garland sets himself, tears to the basket, banks and misses. The loose ball's grabbed by Paul. Paul finds Vassell. Keldon Johnson goes baseline, and he gets fouled.
Going to the front of that rim, even though they're small.
These teams have punched and counterpunched, tied at 112.
Yeah, both teams have done a good job of not relenting. Cavs had that big lead at 16 at one point, but ever since Spurs got back in it, it's just been back and forth. So we'll see who flinches first here in these next 3 minutes.
Donovan Mitchell backs up. A foul is called as Vassell was trying to deal with
Jared had him, locked him down. I mean, this is just a heck of a game.
Lovely trip to Detroit.
Yeah, but right up the street.
Against the Piston team that will have been off since Tuesday. Here's Stephon Castle. Cavs by 2. Castle down the alley. Works on Allen. Allen with a rejection, and it's thrown away. Garland with the intercept. Here comes Mitchell. He'll stop. Find Allen. He twirls, scores. Here in Allen. And how about the patience by Donovan Mitchell? With that assist, he is at 3, but sent it inside to Allen. Allen does the rest. All right, the Cavs need some stops here. Vassell nearly traveled. Back it goes to Johnson. Johnson, he's hawked by the Cavaliers' Max Strus. Now Harrison Barnes. He has 5 seconds with which to work. Barnes wants a 3. He'll fire up a grenade that was rebounded by Allen, but taken away by Paul. Paul just flicked it up into the air and is grabbed eventually by Darius Garland. Well, I don't think Paul knew how much time he had inside after he knocked it away from Allen. Cavs by 5, under 2 to go. Garland dancing with that ball, shovels toward Allen. He can't handle that pass. Castle in towards Strus. Has to turn to the corner, finds Barnes. It's a 1-possession game, under 100 seconds to go. Down to the wire we come here in Cleveland. Vassell carefully watches Mitchell. Guesses right. Mitchell keeps his dribble. Donovan off to an open Strus who fires. Vassell tipped at it. Strus got it back. Big play. Garland for 3. Hey!
Max Strus, nice pass. Darius Garland, another clutch shot. He's made so many this season.
Oh, you're right about those offensive rebounds. Vassell, not that time. Allen skies for the board. And a huge one as the Cavaliers have the basketball. They protect this 120-114 lead.
Last 2 possessions, the Cavaliers absolutely did not let the Spurs drive to the basket at all. Made them take jump shots, tough jump shots, in which they ended up with the rebound.
Darius Garland off to Mitchell. Shot clock winds low. Mitchell for the jugular. Rebounded by Castle. Then it came into the hands of Paul. Paul nearly lost it. Hunter's trying to dig it out. It's Strus who emerges with the basketball, and the Cavaliers kill more time. 30 seconds to go here in the 4th, and the crowd loves the effort by this Cavalier team late in the 4th quarter.
Cavaliers just took the ball from Chris Paul, just knocked him around and took it from him.
Castle. Allen rebounds, and this for just a sparkling 59. What a night.
Faded this basketball game Jared Allen has, and Donovan Mitchell, his assists were unbelievable, kept us rolling. Max Strus, big shots tonight. DeAndre Hunter, aggressiveness on both ends of the floor. Cavs turned it up. They lit the wick.
Donovan Mitchell scores 25 points and dishes out a career high